everybody, and welcome to the White Noise Podcast. With me is my co-host, Ethan.
Bakaru.
My social media manager, Aaron. We'll get to that later. Okay? We'll get to it later, alright, man? And I'm your host. You don't get a part, Aaron, because you were laughing for too long.
I didn't know what you said. I didn't know if it was me lagging or not because my connection's really bad. But I just heard. I was like, "What was that? Did you hear noises?"
No. There was a Japanese phrase.
Travis just joined my Xbox live party.
Oh, that's sad.
Turn off your
that is
Xbox.
sad.
I'm turning off my
Tavish,
Xbox.
my mic's on right now, so I know you can hear me, bud. I'm recording a podcast.
Turn off your Xbox.
Have fun editing that.
Did you hear the doo-doo?
Yeah.
Good. Keep that in.
Keep that in. Do it for the video.
If we can do Feet Tavish in the podcast title.
No.
I'm just joking.
He never gets associated with this podcast again.
I mean, yeah, he's not even a white knight, dude. So yeah, he's not a part of it.
I know he's got a kid.
That doesn't make him a simp.
What
What does that have to do with anything?
That doesn't make him a simp.
That just
I
means
feel
his
like Tavish
pullout
is a
game is
simp.
trash.
Yeah, which we can talk about that in a different episode, or maybe this one. But yeah, I don't know.
What a segue.
Yeah, I know, right? But right now,
It's not like he listens to our podcast.
right?
That's fair.
Yeah, and he didn't like that Aaron and I were playing Minecraft yesterday, so
He was very angry
he was
about that.
he was angry. He was just raging, dude.
Angry.
like
Angry.
he joined. I invited him to the party, and I was like, "Hey, I'm playing Minecraft with AJ." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he didn't say anything, and he just left and went to play
Yeah.
Search and Destroy. He didn't say he was gonna leave.
No,
He never said anything, and he was just gone.
he just did.
And then eventually, he just popped back in the party and started talking and startled me because this may have been 3 hours later he did that out
was.
of nowhere.
Yep.
And then I was like, "You didn't even say you were going anywhere." He was like, "I didn't do anything. Birdie, birdie, bird. Y'all the one playing Minecraft. Birdie, 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 bird."
Right.
And I was like, "Dude, I have no aggression towards you."
Yeah. No.
He was just not happy about us playing Minecraft.
How dare you play the number one game of the decade?
Right? How dare you?
He doesn't like it because
He doesn't.
at one point in time I liked it. So it took time away from playing with him, so he doesn't like it.
You worded that in a terrible way. So, okay.
I don't think so.
No.
I do.
Yeah. So Aaron was hanging out with different people on Xbox that were not friends of Tavish, just because Tavish just is a somewhat introverted person. So he doesn't like to meet new people. He's like myself a lot. Like stays kind of shy for a long time and then just kind of stays quiet, and then later on is super talkative and is able to talk to whoever. So Tavish didn't hang out with them. Yeah, Tavish didn't hang out with them because he just didn't want to hang out with like a bunch of new people while Aaron played Minecraft with them. And so Tavish took that to mean, okay, whenever Aaron's playing Minecraft, I just don't hang out with him. So Tavish doesn't hang out with Aaron on Minecraft, and that's why Tavish kind of has a hate for Minecraft. It's nothing, has 0% to do with the game. It's just his
He
experience
just associates
with
it with
friends.
bad times.
Yeah, and that's it. Which I can kind of understand. There are games that I know of that I can't name on the top of my head right now that I personally know, like, I'm not going to play that due to something. Like I wouldn't play 360 Minecraft because of the crap that went on, like, that we did in 360 Minecraft. See, Aaron knows. But I wouldn't get on 360 Minecraft for that reason. PC Minecraft, yeah, it's just fine. But yeah, so.
Shout out to his past girlfriend
Yeah, who's long gone, thank goodness.
who was 14 and left him for a 23-year-old
Okay.
British man on Xbox.
They could listen to this at any point. Aaron.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't feel bad. If anything,
She
They
goes
should feel
unnamed, but I shall name her Boren.
Aaron, you're so bad at code names.
Literally the worst.
I told you my code name is you just put a B in front of the first letter. That's my code name.
Terrible code. What's your password? Password.
Beffrey Baron Bod Bowie.
You know, sometimes, Aaron, I fucking hate you.
No, you hate Beffy.
I'm not
Beffrey
cutting
Baron
that.
Beffrey
I'm leaving.
Baron Bod Bowie. Ooh.
It's like Jar Jar Binks, but like way worse.
Imagine Jar Jar Binks with Down syndrome.
Bathan. Are you my I don't like yours with a B in front of it. Changes your name entirely. You're just BJ.
Yeah.
Well, my name starts with a vowel, so it's kind of hard to pull off.
Bathan, BJ, and Baron podcast.
Can we stop now? Can we just cut at like 7 minutes?
No, because podcasts have to have at least an hour.
Cue the outro.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na.
That's an intro.
That's on the spot.
And that's an intro, not an outro.
Bond the bot.
That's an outro. Sings an intro.
We're so stupid.
The Bite Boys podcast.
Fucking Bite Boys is the worst thing I have ever heard. I guarantee you did not think about those words before they exited your lips.
Bite boy.
But fucking Bite Boys podcast is probably the worst thing I've ever heard. And that's the title of this episode.
Yeah, so what a title, man. What a title.
We're only 8 minutes in and I'm already crying.
Yeah. This is going great, guys. We
Y'all are
make
in for a
good content.
good one. This is peak comedy.
Peak comedy.
I'm doing the thing. I'm doing it.
You know I'm doing it too, bitch.
I'm doing the thing.
So back to the Florida trip podcast. Did y'all talk about that after I left that day?
I thought we
like
did.
explain the peak comedy thing.
I thought we
Dog,
talked about
I don't know.
Nobody listened to that one. It's only got like 3 views, so it's okay.
It's because it's like 2 hours long.
it. Yeah, people saw 2 hours and they're like, nah. I'm good.
One of my favorite jokes is the hardly know her joke, and then at some point in that trip in Transforming, instead of saying hardly know her, you just did like a mountain peak with your hands.
You just tented your hands. That was it.
Yeah, because it was just peak comedy. So from then on, like anytime we were in a conversation with somebody and they said anything with ER at the end, we would all look at one another and just do that, and then that just became the joke.
I wonder if
We
people
didn't
thought
even
we
have
were
to say
like.
it.
I wonder if people
A
thought we
cult?
were for like Illuminati or something. Like
It's the Bite
as we
Boys
just
symbol.
all three of us just giggling with the little triangle. Like
We just put our fingertips together at like an acute angle and
Yeah.
just start giggling.
right? It's just like the
We're like,
weirdest
what?
thing ever.
What the fuck are
It's like
you
the
guys doing?
Watchmen. Y'all haven't seen Watchmen? Never mind. There's a thing in Watchmen where they're like, when you're like a secret racist, you put like the OK symbol at your forehead to mean you're a secret racist.
I feel like it's a very obvious hand sign to be secret.
You know, like right on your
Well,
forehead.
like you do it to get like in the door. Like you like go up to the club, you knock on the door, guy slides a little slit open, looks at you, and you're like, "Oh, don't worry, it's okay.
Oh, it's
I'm okay on my
It's
forehead."
the password. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the password.
The password. Okay. It's the Beakwit password.
It's like it's the stupidest speech impediment.
Yeah.
Like that's worse than like the ooh woo shit.
Yeah, it is.
Like they're replacing R's with W's. Oh god. Or R's and L's, I guess.
I can't breathe, man.
Same.
So I'm moving this weekend probably.
Nice.
That's cool.
It's been a long time coming. It's been I think when did I tell you guys I was moving? Like I showed you the apartment at the first of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
But
in
that's-
like January.
I think it's been 3 months now, almost 4 months that I've been like trying to move.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally got a washer, finally got a dryer. I think I should be able to get enough food to supply myself tomorrow. And finally got everything packed, and I think I can finally move this weekend.
Nice.
Yep, and then I'll have a new recording set up. I'll be able to mount my microphone instead of having it on a little dorky tripod.
Get it the fuck
I can
away from
stream.
your keyboard, Jesus.
I know I will. And then what else? What else changes when I move? Mainly just a lot of like streaming.
Streaming is gonna go
That-
on then. Yeah.
Yeah. Like me and AJ have been playing Minecraft. I really wanted to stream it, but I have recorded some of it. I haven't recorded any since the first time though, so
Yeah, I know.
a big change.
It's kind of disappointing because now if we like go back to it, there's gonna be a bunch like out now. Like it'll just be missed content.
I felt like a lot of it was just fishing and me exploring for random stuff.
Yeah, but we also made progress outside of that. Like, how are we gonna explain certain
Yeah.
enchanted stuff?
Enchanted Steph?
Enchanted
Fish.
stuff. Yeah, that we got from fishing.
Magic Stephanie.
Like,
I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I could do a really cool cut where at the beginning, like it's gonna be me riding up on the boat and being like, this is where I want to start building the house, and then like cut to the ending at the very end and like replay it like back and forth as like a this is how it started, this is how it ended, like thing. Because we made a lot of progress on that one day.
yeah, that would be cool if like, because I mean, it's not finalized yet. Like we still have a bunch of stuff to do.
But like,
That's what I'm saying though.
but like just the entrance, like just the whole entrance area. Like I did a back away shot of that one time, so like I could just put that in there
no,
at the like.
yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think it would be so much cooler if you were to show like if you were to do the beginning at the very beginning and the ending
Hot.
at the very end. Bless you, Ethan.
Thanks. I had dinner right before this.
What'd you eat?
I had a turkey sandwich and some Ruffles All Just chips, not sponsored, but they are fucking good.
Actually, they are sponsored this weekend.
They're
Let me
not.
pull out this. Not joking.
Oh yeah, here, let me grab my Ruffles real quick. There you go.
Oh, I was opening up a piece of paper.
Oh, okay. Well, this is awkward.
Would you say that you were ruffling a piece of paper?
I mean, I have a box of Cheez-Its next to me, but like a box of bags of Cheez-Its. Wow.
A box of bags?
Yeah,
It's a bag. It's the bag that came from the box of Cheez-Its.
a box of bag of Beez-Its.
Box that, yeah.
Bees
Yeah.
it sounds
Bees.
awful.
Cheez-Its.
Sounds like just
No, like, you know,
dehydrated,
like the
crunchy
big boxes.
bees.
Yummy.
Protein.
Tea.
I love the way it hurts. Num num ow, num num ow. I have, but no, it's like the big box of like small packages of Cheez-Its. I got it for my lunch for work. That way I wouldn't have to like pour them in a bag every day. because that was too much effort in my life to pour them in a bag.
To fill a little Ziploc baggie full of Cheez-Its every day.
Yeah. And then I got too lazy to walk in here and get them out, so I started filling a plastic bag of Cheez-Its.
It's a plastic bag.
Plastic bag.
That was a lovely Cheez-It story that you just told, Aaron.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, thanks.
I am half-mast just hearing that story.
Good.
Do you think people do that with food? Is that why mukbangs exist? just out of curiosity, you know? Like,
It's my favorite Pokemon.
Mukbang.
I mean, come on, like, seriously, is that why they exist? Is it's like some weird, like, thing that people are like, ah, yes, finally.
Foodophilia or something?
Something like that, you know?
Probably. Hey, if anyone in our audience is like a foodophiliac, please reach out. Which is the sexiest food? And if you say anchovies, you're fucking dead to me.
It's cucumbers, bro.
If it's any fish or fish byproduct, you deserve to die. I don't care if you get turned on by normal food, but if you get turned on by a fish, you can go straight to hell.
Dude, have you never seen Shark Tale? Like, tell me she's not hot.
I cannot lie,
Anyways.
but I want
say,
to.
I was looking up a picture of her
Well,
right
you
now.
know, we might be onto something, though, Ethan, because squids and octopus are a big deal in Japan.
Well, yeah. And then
So-
Also,
That has to do with fish.
But-
That has to do with fish.
I mean, it technically, but I'm talking like you see like a carp and you're like, what that mouth do?
I don't know. Me and AJ been fishing a lot on Minecraft.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing because I'm looking for everything other than fish. So that don't mean nothing.
So, I have a question, though. Just a proposal for you guys.
I pictured somebody fucking a Magikarp and I'll never be the same.
Turns to a Gyarados.
It's like, turn around. I'm the dominant one now.
I know more than Splash.
I'm a hydro pump in your fucking gut.
But, like, what if we started a second channel? Right?
Okay.
Bear with me. And it was a mukbang channel called the Bite Boys.
No. Nah.
Nope.
Terrible idea. I hate that idea. We're scratching that one off the board right away.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Goes into the fire.
Aaron put that one up.
got vetoed.
Aaron put that up on the board, and AJ and I fucking chucked the board out the window.
Yeah, and then set it on fire.
Aaron's just crying in the corner.
You're stupid. Your ideas are stupid, and you deserve to die.
He's like, get it, bite. It's funny.
Because it's a callback to the joke from earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, in the comedy classes I watch, they told me callbacks are what's funny.
Then how come you never get a callback? You fucking simp.
That's it. I'm writing an angry post about this.
I think he left.
I mean, if we're calling our viewers white knights, can we really call Aaron a simp?
Yep.
If our own fan base is called, well, you know, I can't argue with that, Ethan. You make a good point.
So now that we gotten rid of him.
Yeah. So I watched Genlock season 1 within a day recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that long of a series. So.
It's not. It's actually just barely 3 hours. It's either barely 3 hours or it's almost 4 hours. I forget. I'd have to check the watch time again. But
How'd you like it?
Was that
It's-
funny?
it's-
Was my dramatic leaving funny?
yeah, it was dramatic. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Actually, the worst part was when you came back.
Yeah, like right now. because it's technically a callback to you showing up again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really do have to shut my door. I'm not dramatically leaving again. It's just gonna be loud.
Oh, okay. But Genlock, I had the ending had like a Warner Brothers touch to it. I don't know if I liked that or not, to be put in a Rooster Teeth series animation. Like, the ending felt very Teen Titans-esque. Teen Titan. I don't know if I like that version of it or not, because it was like, yeah, we got it through friendship. I get it. It was cool watching that final fight scene and like everything be resolved in like a season. That final episode, cool, but I don't know how I feel about it being Warner Brothers, and yeah. It felt kind of cliche the way that they did that, like a DC Universe kind of cliche. So
Yeah, no, I can see that.
yeah, and that's why I was like, man, like Captain Planet kind of moment. I'm just like, really, like that's the move for plot points that you go through. Okay, I guess. I also had a Mandela effect with that series. I thought that there was an episode.
Genlock or Captain Planet?
Genlock. I'm not talking about
Both.
Captain Planet. I mean, that would make a lot more sense for me to
Dog,
have a Mandela
y'all
effect
fucking
on it.
remember on Earth Day when like Cartoon Network would do a Captain
Dude,
Planet
yes.
marathon all day long? Shit was lit.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch Captain Planet
Get
because
fucked.
it went against God.
How? It's literally. Are you talking about like because there's witchcraft with the rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pictured fucking Captain Planet and Jesus just fighting. It's just Captain Planet like, why won't you stay dead, bitch? It's the natural order.
He's like recycle.
You're fucking up the life cycle, dude. You're throwing off my mojo, man. You can't keep turning water into wine. We need that for the water cycle.
Almost spit my drink across the room.
This is a movie all on its own.
Oh God.
It's the final movie of Captain Planet.
Now I need a death battle between Jesus and Captain Planet.
Get it done. Get it done.
I'm gonna start a petition for this to happen.
Yeah. You should do like, well, could you
Oh,
do?
God.
No, never mind.
Oh
I
God.
was thinking like about sending a recommendation to like Epic Rap Battles of History to do that, but I don't think they would do that one.
They're just like, how do these have anything to do with each other? And I'm like, hold up, let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you the fundamental issues between Captain Planet and Jesus and why they are diametrically opposed to each other. It's gonna be
You're not wrong.
That's gonna be my fucking master's thesis. Compare and contrast the ideological fucking beliefs of Captain Planet and Jesus.
And why I'm right on my points, like why I'm right and everyone else is wrong.
He's got disciples. They're very,
You may be on to something.
they're very
Maybe
s-
there's a reason I couldn't watch it.
they're very similar.
Yeah. I think that was like the point, is that it was like he was trying to be Jesus or something. I don't even know, man. I was like 12. And my parents were like, don't watch it. And I was like, cool. I guess I won't watch it.
I watched it. My mom and dad didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think I was allowed to watch it because it looked. Well, is that true? I don't know. It could very well be because it had like a Magic School Bus esque feel to it, and my parents were like,
It did.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It was the same vibe as like G.I. Joe.
Yeah, but
That show was awesome.
G.I. Joe was cool.
G.I. Joe.
I had 2 VHS versions of it. I forget, and I think each VHS had 2 episodes to it, because that was back when that was a big thing. To where like every VHS had 2 episodes to them. It wasn't like one episode like what you get sometimes with like DVDs or whatever. Now that's not the case, but before, like if you got a DVD, it was like 1 episode, and now it's like VHS 2 episodes, and it was really cool. But now you get like full seasons on like a single disc. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who uses discs anymore?
Right. Yeah.
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloads.
Stop all the downloads. Who wants a body massage? Those were great.
What?
G.I. Joe PSAs, or the dubbed over G.I. Joe PSAs. God, those are old. Still great. Still hold up.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking Zoomer and you haven't seen those dubbed over G.I. Joe PSAs, you need to go watch them.
If you're a boomer, is that what you said?
I said Zoomer.
Zoomer.
Oh.
If you're a boomer, you definitely don't know what they are. If you're a millennial, you probably grew up with that shit.
Well, boomers might. Like, their grandkids may have watched it.
Or their
Or their
kids.
Yeah, or
They're kids. Because
Yeah.
it goes boomer, then millennial.
Yeah, so it could be their kids.
Or baby boomer, Gen Y, then Gen Z.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Ethan,
Yes, Mr. Barron.
one of our dear friends was nice enough to buy you the lovely cane of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Yes. Noah, as a gift, Noah bought me Modern Warfare.
Because he's a good friend.
He is a good friend.
Uh-huh.
And I'm also very broke.
Well,
Yeah, because you don't have school. Like, you can't work right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. You are stuck indoors at all times. Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. So you extra love Call of Duty probably right now.
Yeah, I've been playing it a little bit. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you actually,
Um,
even though you made the argument about no prestige, it's not bad. It's not a bad game, right? Like, even though that's not in that.
Yeah. So the thing is, the leveling up weapons takes much longer, so there's still like a progression there.
See,
Yeah.
I knew it. I told you, Aaron. I told you that's why he was going to like it. I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much to it. Like, considering that I have like almost 1,000 kills with the M4, because I mean, like, that's not a lot compared to most people who play that game, because I don't use it that much, but still, like 1,000 kills, and it's not even near max level, and I'd used it on double XP weekends. That's pretty crazy. And like
Yeah.
the camos are even harder to get too. Like not even just the weapons. It's like the camos too with it.
Yeah. And that was my favorite part about other Call of Duties, was like getting diamond on my sniper rifles and shit like that.
Damascus does not look that cool.
Nope. I sure don't.
It's kind of ugly.
It is, but I think that's the
Does
point.
Does it look like actual Damascus?
What?
Like, does it look like Damascus pattern welded steel?
It's red and blue, like really bright red and blue.
Hold on. I'm going to...
No, it does not look like Damascus steel. It's got the pattern of Damascus steel, but its colors are just wild.
I'm looking it up right now.
Here, hold on. I'll look up Damascus camo.
But yeah, I
We're gonna
think
send
that's
it
the
to you.
point with the Damascus camo, is for it to look super flashy, just so that you know right away, like, oh, that's Damascus.
It is Damascus steel. It's definitely
is?
Damascus steel.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'm putting it in Discord.
Okay, it's got the same pattern as like pattern welded Damascus, like in real life.
Uh-huh.
But it's got this weird. It looks like it's been heat treated weird. So it's blue and purple
It's just
with
flashy.
like the red
Like it's
veins. Because normally, like when you do pattern welded on like, if you can look up like, you know, Damascus steel knives and swords and stuff like that, and you can see stuff like this. And basically, all that they do to get that is they take a bunch of different pieces of something. Normally they'll take 2 different kinds of steels, like 2 different steels that are a different hardness or a certain like grade. Mm-hmm. And they'll stack them together Like they'll take a bunch of different plates and they'll stack them together and then they'll compress them and then fold them and then compress them and then fold them and then compress them and then fold them
Opening
again.
and closing and opening and closing. Yeah.
Opening and closing.
An opening and closing.
I want to say Larry. And then with all of those different, like all of those layers of steel that have been folded and compressed and folded, and then they have their billet from that and then they forge that out into the blade. And it looks just like regular steel until they dip it into a sort of acid, which sort of takes away that top layer and it sort of discolors the steel. But it discolors different kinds of steel in different ways. So then you see the pattern of what different kinds of steel are actually in it. So you'll get that sort of wavy pattern of, oh, this bit is one kind of steel and this bit is another kind of steel. But normally it looks steel colored. It's still like that silvery color, but one will be like the veins will be darker and then the other spots will be more like shiny and reflective. This camo, like this is weird. I don't like this. This looks like
and that's the one you get for getting every gun gold in the game.
Well, for unlocking diamond on everything, yeah.
I mean, it looks okay. Like as far as
there's not diamond.
As far as like Call of Duty camos go, I've definitely seen worse.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Especially as like final camos. Like there was, I think one game had like royal and it was this weird purple that looked gross.
That was Black Ops 4.
Was it?
I think so. I liked it. I liked it more than this. But
this
looks more realistic, I guess. But I like the platinum though. They have platinum for getting every gun of that category gold. You get platinum, and platinum's really cool.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I like it.
It was Black Ops. It was Black Ops 3.
Oh, that was close.
No. Hold on.
No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong this time too.
Oh, because it was called Royalty. It was this weird gold camo that had like...
It's like gold and purple. It was like a Destiny camo.
It was weird.
Yeah, that sounds like menagerie colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I liked, like, in Black Ops 3, they had the weird particle effects on the camos, like the dark matter and stuff, where they would move around and look all funky. I liked those.
no game did camos better, in my opinion, than Black Ops 2. No game.
Black Ops 2 had some really good camos.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even like just like the DLC camos. Like the DLC camos were awesome.
Yeah, but
Like that you could buy because they were like cyborg and stuff. And it would pay like what? And like now, think about how much those would be now. They would be like $10 a camo. But they were like $1.50 to $2 back then. You could get a camo pack to come out and you could buy the whole pack for like $5.
yeah. They'd be crazy expensive right now.
Oh, dude, they had the same weird effect that you got when you pack-a-punched a weapon on Alcatraz. Like, you could get that as a camo in multiplayer, as it was like a DLC camo. That one was awesome.
So we learned while you've been playing lately, that you hate battle royales.
I do.
Yeah.
They are just not my game.
I have come to hate this battle royale with you.
They're talking
Warzone?
about Warzone, by the way. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what they're talking
Warzone.
about.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Absolute garbage.
I personally feel indifferent on the game type. Yeah.
So, let me air my grievances with Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I liked it at first. Like, I liked it the first 2 hours I probably played it.
It has some positive concepts to it when you think about it.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that the guns are too bad that you land on. The guns are not good enough, and like even the legendary and like rare ones aren't even like worth it. Like the people who made it don't seem to know what you actually want to have as battle royale weapons.
Correct.
Like you want like accuracy and stuff like that. Like for this kind of battle royale, you don't want a suppressed submachine gun with 128 rounds.
No.
That's not what you want.
No.
You don't want an LMG. You want fast shooting, fast like action weapons. an LMG to start and land is trash. I guess that's why it's like a default, like a white basically, but still, it's not good.
No, there's a blue LMG that exists.
I think there's a legendary one too.
Yeah.
And a purple one. So really, I don't know why they keep putting LMGs in there.
Yeah.
Because you can't really sit somewhere in that game and like aim in a corner and wait. But I think the TTK time is like way too high. Like your time to kill, you just drop so quick. And you don't have time to think. You don't have time to play against whoever you're fighting.
No.
You just die.
Yeah.
If somebody sees you on top of a roof, they shoot you and you're dead. That's that. You don't have any reaction time. Nothing can happen. The Warzone, or the Gulag's nice. I like that because I like 1v1s. I like gunfights. That's fun to me. I've played 1,000 hours of gunfight, I feel like. So that's kind of right up my alley, is just winning the Gulag. I think I've only lost it like twice or 3 times, but I never won a match of Warzone. But I also feel like you're at such a disadvantage when you're coming back from the Gulag that it's almost not even worth playing. Like, if your teammate's not alive still, and you're just coming back by yourself, or you and your teammates are coming back together, it's almost not even worth coming back. It just feels like a waste of time. Like, me and Tavish, the way we used to play when we played Fortnite a lot is we would drop somewhere really early, like one of the first places, run in and get loot, and try to take the town over. If we lost the town, we lost and we restarted. And that's it. And we just did that every time because we were playing for, like, fast kills and, like, action-packed gameplay. We weren't playing just to, like, sit in a corner somewhere. But so when we tried to do that on there, we kept getting sent to the Gulag. Well, we just felt like we were wasting our time by coming out of the Gulag and trying to find weapons because everything would be looted, and then we'd have to loot for, like, 30 minutes just to get shot in the back by somebody that had, like, bought their own loadout and was sitting in a bush across the map with a thermal sniper rifle. And so we eventually just quit playing. We were just done. We just went back to playing Search and Destroy because we got so tired of just losing, because I just felt like it was such a waste of time. And there's no play to when you get shot first. Like, there's no try to turn around or anything like that. Like in Apex, you had enough health, you had abilities, you had different things like that you could get away with. There's a lot of movement.
There was
Fortnite, you could build.
Yeah.
Even Black Ops 4, whatever that one was, whatever that battle royale was, you still had
Blackout?
like abilities and stuff. Yeah, Blackout. You still had like grappling hook and like just different little things here and there, and your armor was a lot better. Like if you had a tier 3 armor, it took like a clip of an AR to kill you. So
Magazine.
I feel like those little things. Yeah, magazine. Sorry, my bad. Kill me. Sue me. Shoot me in the face. Clip-a-zine.
Please
Clipazine. Bagazine.
Dang it.
Magazine.
Bip.
There's a guy at my church who gets really irritated when people call magazines clips, and his brother-in-law calls them clipazines to make him even more angry.
What's funny about that is I noticed it the other day is when the vocal cues in Modern Warfare, because sometimes they'll just say, sometimes they'll say reloading and sometimes they'll say changing mag, but it always kills me when I'm going to like reload the 725, which is an over-under shotgun.
Mag.
And my character goes changing mag. I'm like, that's not.
That's not a mag.
All right.
That's
Okay.
That's a clipazine.
It's a shells. That's a
It's just
shotgun.
there's just
That's
it's just a
barrel.
chamber. Like there's
Yeah,
no
there's
sort
no
of
name for it.
there's no feeding mechanism for the ammunition. You just open up the chamber and take the cartridges out and put new ones in.
Yeah, it's like putting batteries back in your controller. It's the same thing.
It is the simplest mechanism to reload something. It's not a magazine.
No, it's not a magazine. So okay, my issue with Warzone as a game is the time to kill. Yes, but it's the fact that there's no form of like actual coordination within that game. Like, yeah, you can communicate like go here and go here, but it doesn't feel coordinated. Like it doesn't feel like a play can be made without like some crazy out there plan. Like if you were to, I don't know, like there's no game plan to Warzone. Like there's no like, okay, we go here,
Something feels off about it.
and then we go here,
I agree.
and then yeah,
I don't know what it is.
yeah, right. Like there's no it's like it's so much well controlled chaos that you have no idea like what to do.
What to do?
But-
yeah, it doesn't feel like a battle royale to me.
No.
But it also doesn't feel like a open world,
Yeah.
like open map conquest match either.
Yeah, no.
It's like a mix between like Battlefield and
Yeah, it's like they wanted to please everybody,
Royale.
and by doing that, they ruined everything. Like they
Yeah.
put like bad work into every single possible slot of what the game type is. And it just doesn't, like, Gulag's good, yeah, but you get these people that will sit and spawn and then like juke you out or whatever and try to dodge you until equipment spawns in. And then they're like, okay, now here's my flash, my nade, okay, I win. Like, what?
Yeah, there's it.
Yeah.
It's got an identity crisis. I think
It does. It really
I
does.
hope it'll get fixed.
Yeah.
Like I hope some stuff happens to it. Like to me, it feels like the people who made Warzone have not played battle royales before.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say they don't understand weapon systems.
Maybe that's it because the
yeah.
map's good. The map really is
Yes,
good for it.
The map is good. There's no way of planning out where you're going to go on like that map because of the way that things are spaced out. That's the one issue with that map is that things are so spaced out and yet there's stuff that's connected that shouldn't be connected like near each other, and they kind of just like make it like allow it to be okay by like putting a space of something just in between, and then it's like okay now we can connect those two, but yet like they're two completely different things.
I think the only problem, like the main problem I think with the map is they have where their named locations are. There's too many things,
Yeah.
and the locations that aren't named
Yeah.
are absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
They're just meaningless, like sand dunes, or not sand dunes, but like just like dirt that you're driving
empty.
on.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just empty.
Yeah,
It's like
like in Fortnite, we used to land in places that weren't named
right.
because they still had good loot there, and
Mm-hmm.
it was still practically like a named place, like Tomato Town. That didn't have a name for a very long
No.
time, and we landed there almost every
Yeah,
game.
like factory.
Because it was like it was super small, but you landed there, you could loot it within like maybe 30 seconds and start moving to circle.
Yeah. And that was a solid plan that you were able to plan out. With this map, you can't plan stuff like that to like move in somewhere and to loot in certain areas because of the way that the loot system is and the way that there's loot just only in select spots.
But you don't want that loot. All you want is money, so you
Right.
can buy your own loadout,
Right.
which is whack.
Yeah, but there's also moments. I don't know if this is also in the actual Warzone, but I know in solo, custom weapon loadouts
Solo.
will spawn automatically. Shut up. That's
So
a terrible,
stupid.
terrible. No,
Stupid.
Stop. We already discussed this in a different episode. But I feel like had they like because you can it automatically drops. Like you don't have to pay for it sometimes. There's gonna be like a loadout drop that just spawns in and it just drops down automatically. Nobody paid for it or anything. Which I feel like if they were to add that into the actual Warzone, that would make things a lot more interesting. If it's not there already. If so, well then it's not being utilized as good as it could be.
I think it would be cool if they had where you couldn't buy your loadout drop. They dropped like 5 at random places in the map every minute or every 30 seconds. And then you had to fight for them. Like they were designated places that were going to be at. Like you could pick up your loadout at this spot at this minute in the game. Then people could be like, okay, we have to drop here. That way we can go here. That way we can fight the people to get this one in time. That way we may have a chance to get our own loadout. Like it would drive everybody to a common point.
Or you could do kind of what Fortnite did, which was by adding bounties to the game based on locations. Which I know.
Well, they have
Warzone-
bounties already on this.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Warzone has that somewhat same sort of concept, but they don't have it designated for specific locations. Like they have daily bounties, but those are all completely random, and everybody has a different one. And those do have locations on them, but nobody has the same location, so you still get just a bunch of random people going in different directions anyways. If you had
Also, yeah, those are whack. I think they have way too many of those.
yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
And the fact that an enemy can know when they're being tracked and know when the person's coming up next to you, so you just aim at the closest spot where they'll know they'll come out. and you just get shot in the head because you're trying to complete a bounty is whack too.
I don't know.
Like-
Every bounty I've gotten that was for a target was successful.
Mine, what they did is I was chasing them because it was the start of the match, and they just they could tell I was getting closer by seeing the hazard risk, like getting closer on their map. And then when it got to red, they just sat in a corner and aimed at the doorway. And when I walked in, they shot me. Like, it wasn't even it was an open area, like it was outside. It was in Boneyard. I just had to walk around the corner to get close to that spot, and they just shot me. So because of the bounty, they knew I was on their tail.
Yeah.
But also, I did learn that you can grab a bounty off start, just a kill bounty, and if your target dies, you automatically get the money, no matter if you killed them or not, and you get plus 40% on your next bounty.
Yes, you do.
So I just started instantly going for elimination bounties, and that's it. So, as soon as the game started, I would find an elimination bounty on the map.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Burp number 2?
3.
3.
Maybe 4? I'm not sure.
I don't think we counted that one. That was
No one knows.
When we weren't.
No one will know.
No.
Yeah.
I told him that he should go back through every single episode and get a total count.
Yeah. Once we hit a certain
If he
episode
timestamps them,
milestone, dude. If you timestamp,
if he would watch it and timestamps them for me, I would go back and cut them and put them in a.
Oh, can we just make an endless burp collage that's just
disgusting.
10 minutes
would
of
do
me
that.
burping?
It's like the
I would do it.
superhero episode in Jimmy Neutron with Carl.
Oh, God. Yeah. That was awesome.
Carl Weezer.
Jimmy
I was Carl
Coon.
Weezer.
Jimmy King.
So can we talk about Bryce fucking Pappenbrook?
Sure. We'll talk about.
Oh, real
this
quick, hold on.
voice actor for
This is
himself.
super important.
Yeah, what's that?
It's not important that well, but Alicia was listening to the podcast last week, and Ethan told her she needed, or not last week, but the week before last, and Ethan said she should die now. And I just told her, I just texted her, she was like, "What are you doing?" I was recording a podcast, and she was like, "Oh, you crap talking females again?"
Well, man, she knows
So
this
she feels
episode
very attacked.
already.
I think, wasn't that you said something? And I said, well, she's got to die now.
Yeah.
I said something that she did,
That she-
or something that she said,
I think it
or that
was something
happened,
that
and you were
she
"You gotta die now."
enjoys or whatever. You were like, yeah, she's interested.
That
in
sounds-
whatever.
That sounds like me for shitting on things that people love.
You're like, well, she can die. She should die.
You're entitled to your opinion, but,
You're wrong.
if it's fucking wrong, then
Yeah.
you deserve to die.
Okay, let's talk about this voice actor real quick and why you hate him.
All right, so if you don't know who Bryce Pappenbrook is, he's a English voice actor, and he is in 87 billion anime dubs.
Isn't he Kirito?
He is Kirito.
If he's
He
Kirito,
is-
he's Aaron. He's Aaron then.
He's also Aaron.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. So the one role, because see the thing is he gets cast for these super edgelord basic bitch characters like Kirito and Aaron. And his voice sounds so weird for that for me, because he has sort of a higher pitched voice. Like, he doesn't have a very low voice, but he tries to do this low gravelly voice for these characters, and it just sounds off. It honestly sounds like a 14-year-old boy trying to sound edgy, and it just makes the character sound more ridiculous than it already did.
He's
in
good for
action,
Meliodas.
that's what I was saying. The one role that I like him as is Meliodas, because Meliodas is a very bright and chipper character. As protagonists go, he's supposed to be a very, very old being that looks like a young kid, that looks like a 12-year-old kid, and Bryce sounds like a 12-year-old kid, so that fits. And also, Meliodas is very bright and chipper most of the time, and the high-pitched voice sort of suits that. So I like Meliodas, or like Bryce Pappenbrook as Meliodas, but most of his other roles, I'm like, oh my god. I hear his voice, and I'm like, it's fucking Bryce Pappenbrook again. He's been cast as Inosuke in the dub of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I saw you mention that.
And if you don't know who Inosuke is, because you forget names of characters because they're Japanese names and they don't mean anything anyways, Inosuke is the guy who wears the boar head and has the fucked up double swords. So he's very yelly and supposed to
Loud.
be brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's loud and obnoxious, but in a funny way.
Yep.
And his whole thing is just full tilt, head forward charge at any demon, no exceptions. He has zero chill. And he's basically a wild man. Was like raised in the forest by bears or some shit.
I think, yeah, that sounds right.
That's why he wears a boar head on. He wears like a decapitated boar's head as a helmet and full face mask on his head, no shirt, and like a hide loincloth.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's it. That's all that man wears. But
Yeah, and
what? Yet he voices him. What?
yeah, no. And Bryce Papenbrook is 100%, I think, the wrong choice for the dub.
He's the opposite of that. Because I
He
remember
is.
Kirito's voice now. He's the opposite of that. Like,
Because
no.
Inosuke in the Japanese, he sounds like JoJo screaming at Dio constantly. Like that's what it sounds like. It's just Japanese man screaming at the top of his lungs. But and Bryce Papenbrook is not that. I saw a video today of like some leaked footage. I don't know if the dub is like fully out yet or not, but I saw a YouTube video that was clips from the dub, and it was of Bryce Papenbrook voicing Inosuke, and it's him like jumping through walls. Like when you first meet him, he's in that house that keeps the walls keep on changing, and it's like another dimension or whatever. And it's him just busting through walls and like running over shit and just sprinting, trying to get out of this house. And he's just screaming, yelling the entire time. And it's just Bryce Papenbrook just yelling like, "Here I come!" And just busting through walls. And I'm like, why? It sounds,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't know how it's going to sound. I didn't get all the way through the video, but there's a point in the show where Inosuke is recovering from an injury and like his vocal cords are torn, so he can barely talk. But when he does talk, it's this super, super low gravelly voice. It sounds like somebody who's had their vocal cords ripped out and he's trying to heal. So it's very, very soft, but it's like, and it sounds like a demon speaking, because normally he's screaming all the time, but him actually being soft and having this messed up voice sounds really weird. I don't know how 12-year-old zero ball having voice Bryce Papenbrook is gonna do that. And it sound genuine. Because, and see, I would have seen what's the other side character? The lightning guy.
The blonde dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's
I agree.
His whole shtick is being a massive coward and screaming and running away like a little woman.
Yeah.
That's like his whole character.
And that's why
but
the
then,
two of them play off each other so well. Like in this
yeah,
series.
because one is retardedly brave, like brave to the point of stupidity, where he just has zero concern for his own safety, just runs headfirst into danger. And the other one is the complete opposite, and he's just a coward, and he's always running away and being scared and just being an annoying little pussy. That's his whole thing. Mm-hmm. Why not put Bryce as the annoying pussy? Because his voice, I feel like, would have fit so much better there.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
I always hear, because Inosuke is one of these characters that takes himself super seriously. And from the outside looking in, like watching the show, you can see that his character is ridiculous. Like it's a very like loud and over the top character. And looking at it, you're like, that's ridiculous. That is insane. But he takes himself very, very seriously. And the times that I thought the least of some of Bryce Papenbrook's voice acting is when he was trying to be serious. Like there's the classic clip from SAO of Bryce Papenbrook just going, "If we die in the game, then we die in real life."
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just sounds ridiculous because you're like, all right, dude, can you...
We got that. Like, we understood exactly what happened in this.
It sounds so disingenuous.
Yeah.
because it's so hard to take his voice seriously. That's why I like him as Meliodas, is because Meliodas is put in these serious situations, but he's always making light of it and always making jokes. So that's why I feel like his voice fits as Meliodas, because you don't take his voice seriously, because he's not supposed to be serious. He's supposed to be joking about it. It's kind of like Archer. Like, he's always in these very serious situations, but he's always cracking wise and making jokes. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like him as Meliodas. And I don't think he's a bad voice actor. That's like, I don't hate him because I think he's not talented. I think he is a talented voice actor. I just think he gets cast in roles that he's not really suited for, just because of his work experience. I feel like he's done so many anime protagonists that people are like, oh, we have a dude and it's in an anime. Let's cast Bryce Papenbrook for it.
Yeah. They've Nolan North Bryce Papenbrook, basically.
They really have.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the thing, is I feel like I have to explain most of his roles I don't like him in, but that's just because it feels off. Like, it just feels like it wasn't cast right. But he gets the roles anyways. But Meliodas, I feel like he's a perfect choice for. Mm-hmm. I feel like he does Meliodas perfectly fine, because he's got like a young boy voice. Like, he sounds like a teenager, which is helpful. Which is helpful for anime.
Wasn't he somebody in Fairy Tail? Who did he dub in Fairy Tail?
I think so.
I mean, because like everybody's done some voice acting role as far as like the English dub goes for Fairy Tail.
Probably.
Here, let me go look it up.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm just wondering who he played as. No?
Oh, I got it. I want you to... No, I just want Ethan to hear my keyboard clacking.
I got it.
That's why I didn't want you to do it, is because I didn't want to hear your keyboard clacking.
Hey, guess what? You don't have... None of the viewers have to hear it if you edit it out.
He just didn't want to edit it.
Well, I can edit it out if you're not talking while you're typing.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, there you go. That's the very first thing you thought of as you were typing. Good job, man.
Good Lord, how much shit has this guy actually been in?
A lot.
Fun fact, I accidentally pulled up Fairyland Loop Trail in Utah. That's where we're going next, boys.
Oh, I forgot he was Shiro in Fate Stay Night.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's another anime protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
I typed in BR and he comes up on
He was in
Google.
Sword Art Online Alternative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's in the version of the one that he's not supposed to be in, but yeah.
Yeah. He was in Horizon Zero Dawn? Oh, okay.
One Punch Man.
This is great.
What?
This is solid research that you guys are doing.
He was in One Punch Man.
Who is he? Is he Saitama?
Mar something. Marugori? Marugori? Yeah.
You probably pronounced that wrong, but okay.
Yeah, I probably did.
This is gonna be
That's
great.
why I wasn't gonna try.
This is gonna be great when Carly comments at you guys doing this right now.
Oh, does she even know who Bryce Papenbrook is because he's a dub actor?
She does. No, I'm certain she does. But it's the fact that you guys are arguing about.
He's Reno Kumara in Blue Exorcist. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Another like super edgy protagonist too. Like,
I don't hate him as Reno Kumara though, because he's kind of a whiny bitch.
Because he's super whiny. He's like, big brother, no.
Reno Kumara is a whiny bitch the whole time. So having a whiny bitch voice actor kind of, it fits.
Until like the very end. But yeah. At the very end, he's like, I'm gonna get serious. Yeah.
He was in Sailor Moon in 1992? How old was he?
Like 2, apparently, if you're saying 6. He wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, apparently he's
Mm-hmm.
in Call of Duty Ghost. No wonder it's such a bad game.
When he was an extra in Cowboy Bebop, he was young Vash in Trigun.
What? Okay, how old is this guy actually? Like, wait.
I think he's in his 30s, so I think he like started doing anime dubs like as a kid.
Wow.
He's 34.
Yeah, I got it right.
Wow. That's crazy.
I didn't see Fairy Tail on this long list.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, he was in Vampire Night. What an edgy show.
Yeah.
Fun fact, he was in Baruto. Also, I thought me adding B to things was original. Naruto did it first.
I mean, that's his son. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in he was in Naruto Shippuden Blood Prison, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Tales of Zestiria, the
Tales of-
X.
Yeah. I heard that show was awful. He was in Do-Da-Da-Da.
What?
Who'd he play as?
Hold on. Let me go back down and find it.
Space Dandy. What is
Masami.
that?
Masami Kita.
Oh, he played his... Is that the blonde-haired
Guys.
dude?
I think so.
I want to see Space Dandy. Have any of y'all ever seen Space Dandy?
I've heard about
Ethan,
it.
go look at that.
No, I've seen stuff about it, and I've heard about it. I've heard it's a good
It
show.
looks so awesome.
I've heard it's a classic.
All right, so while we're talking about this,
He's in Smite. He's a voice in Smite.
oh, who is he? Who is he?
It just says Smite video game 2014 voice.
He's probably like all of them.
Every single one.
He's like, Ymir walks out and he's like, it's a video game. We're all gonna die in real life if we die in the game. And they're like, no, wrong thing. And they like comes out of Sylvanas and just keeps saying the same thing. And they're like, stop saying that line. It's like, no, friendship is magic.
Oh, I forgot he
That's my
was in
little
my
pony.
he was in My Hero as well.
It's okay, Aaron. Everybody that plays Smite is laughing right now. It's okay.
Everyone.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All two. of
You
them.
aren't. You played Smite.
Yeah. My point exactly.
I'll leave again. I'll do it.
Oh god, yep. It's already on his IMDb. He's Inosuke. These are truly the end of times. Hey, if you guys, if anyone listening to this is a dub studio, stop hiring Bryce
No,
for
go
roles that he's not suited for.
Yes, I'll agree to that.
I can promise you right now that nobody listening this year will work at a dub studio.
Hang on.
But
This
at some
year.
point, hey Aaron, if somebody in the future, when we're stupid rich, can hear my comment about going gay for 20K, then some studio exec for a dub studio can hear this episode and know not to hire Bryce.
Say that again.
Somebody
What were you
later in
saying?
the future comes by this video and does an anime podcast, they can no longer hire Bryce. That's what he's saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you made the same point about me doing gay shit for 20K last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, update, Ethan. I saw
Oh,
$1
God.
million in person today.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm going to need double that.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I imagine what $840,000 in 20s looks like, Ethan.
I was talking to a friend of mine about this. To be fair, this friend is bi. But
To be fair.
he said, I would do it for $500 and a blunt and a background check.
So really, all he's really asking for is a blunt and a background check, and then he's good. Because the man doesn't really need the money. Like
Like,
seriously.
if he was attractive, he didn't care.
Like
right?
he's just trying to get the extra $500. Is what's
But
really
you're still
happening.
not. I mean, you're still not attracted to the person. You're still whoring yourself out.
This is fair. This is a fair.
Yeah, but what if they were attractive?
But yeah. See now Aaron's making good points on this debate.
Then they probably wouldn't get offered to. Like, they wouldn't have to take money if they were attractive.
Ethan's making a good point here.
But what if they were?
Then that's just a
what if they
normal
did, though?
relationship. What you're
What if
describing,
you
is a
got married?
one night stand, Aaron.
What if you got married to him, Ethan? Would you still have to take your $500?
Like married and everything. Like after the wedding, it's like so. About that $500.
That's essentially like Aaron. If about a girl who like wasn't hot but like not ugly, like maybe like a 6.5, like a drunk's 8.2, walked up to you and was like, I got a blunt and I got $500 and I can prove that I'm clean of STDs. Let's go.
No, I'm joking.
Fucking
I don't know,
proof.
maybe. Ethan's so mad. He's like, how dare you have standards?
Exactly. You're a simp. You're not supposed to have standards.
I'm not a simp.
You kind of are, though.
I was back in the day. Back in Nom.
Back in the day. Sure.
As in, yesterday. Is No Game No Life any good?
Yes. Watch it.
Watch it.
Is it dubbed?
Yes. It should be.
Okay.
It's been out for a long time.
I'll watch
should
it.
be.
Yeah,
And
it's dubbed on Netflix.
and it's a nice little
I
short
thought-
season. Like it was like a short season before like short seasons were a big deal and were common to do.
I might watch it.
Yeah.
Originally,
the other
short,
day, I was
short
like,
seasons were common.
Not Ethan. Tavish knows when I'm a weeb because we share Netflix accounts.
Yeah. There you
Why
go.
don't you have your own
Like-
profile?
No, that's the thing. We share on our own profile because he loaned the profile out that he told me he would give me to somebody else. So then I just started using his profile. And so now we just share a profile.
That's so unnecessary. Just make your own.
Add one.
There's 5. There's 5 profiles.
Delete one.
You can't add another. You want me to delete Jacob's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob's the boy.
I know.
Does Carly have one?
Yeah, Carly has one.
Delete it. Delete it. Then they have
They're married
just
now.
one. Yeah.
That, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
But I
tell
told
you
him
what.
he could use my Hulu if he wanted it.
Yeah, I've
He
told.
never has.
So I'm on sort of the same thing. I'm on a Netflix with several other family members, and it's my brother Ben. He has one. He's actually the one that pays for it. It's my brother Ben, and then my mom has a profile, and then I have a profile, and then my brother Charlie and his wife Haley have a profile. So the married couple have their own profile because they live together and they're married.
Yep.
This sounds like a simpy thing to do. You know, we're talking about me being a simp. I pay for a friend of mine's like Disney Plus, and I bought it because I wanted to watch the Mandalorian. And after it was over, I was like, well, I don't want this anymore. So I was gonna cancel it, and then like my friend and her sister, and then my other friend were all like, no, we all use it. I was like, fine, I'll keep paying for it for you poor people. Not really. But then I was like talking about wanting Hulu. I was like, but I want Hulu. Like that's what I want. So like I was gonna cancel it to get Hulu because I wanted to watch Letterkenny and a few other things. And then my friend was like, well, I'll tell you what, if you do the package deal for Disney Plus and Hulu, I'll pay for the Hulu and you can still pay for the Disney Plus.
That's
I was
so
like,
bass-ackwards.
Okay.
Why don't they just pay for their own Disney Plus account?
Yeah.
And then you pay for your own Hulu account.
Well, I still haven't ever requested the money from them because you know I'm bad about that because I'll be like, here, you can just pay me back and I'll just buy you something and never ask for payment.
See, Ethan, this is why Aaron will never take the money from somebody because he's the one giving the money away anyways.
He's the one paying
That's-
people for
see,
sex.
Yes, that's the thing. That's
No.
that's it, Ethan. That's why
He's the
always
one
says
walking
no.
up to random people in bars
Yes.
and being like, yo, I got a fat stack of cash
Here's a
and a
Disney
doctor's
Plus
note
account.
saying that I'm clean.
Yeah.
And also you can have my Hulu login. Let's make this happen.
I think nowadays, all you have to do is say you can have my Hulu login and they're like, come in.
Is that why you have all these other people fucking leeching off your Hulu?
No. Let's not go there. One of them's engaged and one of them's underage. Let's move on from that
It
topic.
sounds like that you need to either get some repayment or cut them off.
No, I'll just get paid for this.
Supply and demand, baby.
Ethan, we both know I'm very bad about paying for other people's stuff and just not caring.
True.
I wish I was rich. Because if I was rich, I probably wouldn't live very much differently. I would just be buying other people's stuff all the time.
But you're Aaron.
If you were rich, honestly, if you were rich, Aaron, I would definitely ask you for money all the time.
And I would just be like, here you go, buddy.
I know, and that's why.
Because I would feel really bad. Like, I just like, oh, he's poor.
Like,
Here's some money.
I've been in rough spots, and I've gotten, like, loans, like, just small, like, little bits of money from, like, my sister and stuff like that, and I've always felt really bad. I don't know why, but when I borrow money from you, I don't feel bad.
That's whack.
I don't know if that's like a compliment or not to that. Like, man, I don't feel bad when I take your money.
Well, no, it's because I'm like, I already know he feels bad, and if we both feel bad, then I mean that's just counterproductive, isn't it?
I just like, I was always taught that you never want to loan somebody money that you are gonna ask for back. Like if you loan somebody money, don't expect to get it back. If you get it back, just be thankful you got it back.
I mean that's a pretty good way to look at it.
So like, if anybody ever is like, hey, can I borrow like $20? If they give me that $20, they give me that $20, but I'm just gonna give them $20. Like it doesn't. And what's funny is somebody could offer that to me. Like they'll be like, hey, can I borrow $20? I'll give them $20. They'll come to bring it back to me, and I'll be like, oh, you didn't have to do that. And they're like, I borrowed it, and I was like, I didn't expect you to bring it back. They're like, who hurt you?
Yeah.
I'm Ethan. That's his name. Oh, dang it. I did it again.
Yes, you did. You idiot. You idiot. Take a long pause for things that were lost. Like Ethan's security number, his bank account, his whole ID.
Would you like my IP address, Aaron?
Sure.
Would you like my IP?
Mr. Bathan.
Hold on. Let me find my Latin long for you. So you can just throw out my exact location.
I mean, if I could remember your room number, I'd call it out. It's like 216. Is that it? Am I right?
No?
If it was, would you tell me?
No? Well, like,
It's like 216 or 316. I can't remember which one. It's one of
do
those.
you not remember which floor I'm on?
No.
I'm on the second floor, dick nuts.
None of this conversation
That's why I call
is
people-
usable.
So the 2 is right.
This conversation's usable.
What do you mean? How?
You could just cut out his name. How's it not usable?
It's Aaron playing pin the tail on the donkey, except it's me with my personal information.
I can't wait to when
And
I
he's
move to
not
McCall,
blindfolded either.
Mississippi.
He's just stupid.
I'm the donkey. Aaron has the pin, and that pin is identity theft.
He's like, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Ugh.
Oh, you're welcome.
Fuck you.
Okay. I think we've run its course for this podcast. Won't y'all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That's the Bite Boys. Been back, bit of butter
Goodbye.
bypass.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's like that one Dr. Seuss book. The Battle Beetles in a bottle.
Buh.
dude.
But, yeah.
All right.
Well,
That joke landed.
yeah,
Fuck.
it did. You did great, man. Soaring
For all your Dr. Seuss fans out there.
sky high.
Fun
It's
fact
funny.
about Dr. Seuss: when his wife was terminally ill, he went out and cheated on her, and then after she died, he fucking married his mistress.
Yeah, he did. He did. He was a very twisted man.
Shout out for Dr.
Booze.
Seuss. Shout out for Dr. Seuss for being a fucking G.
Yeah. Don't. Okay, you shouldn't advocate for things like that.
I said he was a gangster because he don't give a fuck about a bitch.
Okay. This has been the White Noise Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning this far.
He's the one that hate women this time.
Gosh. I hope you didn't tune in this
He
far.
just hated his dying wife.
Okay.
I mean, I would too. I would too, honestly.
Okay.
Can't give head on your deathbed. Woo!
This has been the White Noise Podcast. We'll see y'all in like a week or two. Gosh. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. See y'all later. Don't end up like Ethan.